Holy shit, Blaster, Redox, Tempest, and Tidal are... Oh god. Hey everybody, Leespeed here. Wow, it's been a while since you've seen a video from me. To be honest with you, for one, I was kind of getting bored with things a little bit. Now, about, like, last week... No, like, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I'll say it was a couple weeks ago because this will be... No, it's a new week, technically. No, it wasn't. No, it was last week. Sorry. Last week, my internet has been slow as shit. For some reason. Basically, like, we had to basically get a new cable box. And not only that, had to fix some other shit just so that it wouldn't happen again. Because I actually had the, well, not a cable box, the internet, the internet box or whatever, I had that replaced before. But after a while, for some reason, it was just slow as a snail. Like, I could go to some pages, but they took forever to load up, and trying to download things took even longer. So I spent quite a bit of time, trying to get that back up and running. And after that was all said and done last week, I just decided, you know what, I'll probably post a video when the Banlist comes out. Mainly because we're nearing the end of the format anyways, and I don't feel like doing like any updated deck profiles or anything like that until we get an established Banlist. And as you can see, updated today at the time of this recording, it is March 20th. So yeah, for the 5 people that missed me, yeah, I'm back. And yeah, expect more videos because now that this is out, now I can start going into more in-depth discussions and all that other stuff that you may or may not be interested in. But yeah, as you saw from my reaction, I guess let's just get into the list. So yeah, for forbidden cards, we have Blaster, Redox, Tempest, and Tidal. The 4 Dragon Rulers are forbidden. Now, in the OCG, they're forbidden over there as well. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I was actually kind of surprised at this. Now, I'm not saying, oh, it's like, why are you, well, you probably be like, why are you surprised at this? Well, the thing is, I thought Konami was going to leave them alone for a format, to push the whole number 95 Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon.dek, because obviously that's a big deal. But I guess this is more, I guess they kind of thought, maybe they even looked at the OCG and they kind of thought that this would cause a lot of big problems over there. So I guess this is more of a preemptive strike in the case of the TCG because if these Dragon Rulers were still around, obviously they'd have used the effect of number 95. And I know some people were like, well, wouldn't you make the argument that number 95 should have been the one getting banned? Well, the card just came out for one thing. Well, it's a relatively new card. Heck, it's just come out today for us, so they're obviously not going to hit that. And despite the fact that I think number 95 might be one of the more poorly designed cards, I don't think it's nearly as stupid when you don't have the Dragon Rulers involved. So that's what I think. And of course, as some of you may know, I play Tolea Plants, a deck that I teched Redox in, so I guess in a way I will miss Redox, but at the same time, he needed to go, so it was probably just for the better of everybody. And I know some people are going to be upset at this as well, and I understand this because, as elemental support, they are great. In fact, I use Redox just for that reason. Although I've had times where I stole a game just because I summoned him to get that last bit of damage in. But, that's just how it is. We just got to deal with a Dragon Ruleless game for the time being. So, yeah, with that being said, let's move to the next one. Again, this is the first time I'm looking at this list. Like, I just happened to see this, like, right off the bat, because it was just like, holy shit, the Dragon Rulers. But, yeah. Anyways, if there's anything else forbidden, I will see what they actually did. Oh, hey, Snatch Steel's banned again. No surprise there. No surprise there. I mean, from what I understand, Konami unbanned this to test it. Or at least I heard some people saying that. I think I heard some people talking about that or something like that. Like they were testing Snatch Steal to see what it would do. And it's clear as day what the heck Snatch Steal actually ended up doing to the game. So I mean, part of me was kind of thinking it wouldn't get banned just because a lot of the times when they do that, they usually don't reban it right away. But in the case of Snatch Steal, it's a little bit of a special case because Snatch Steal has not changed at all. It pretty much steals games as much as the next guy and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's basically how that goes. And that's it for the ban. So the Dragon Rulers and Snatch Steal. Huh, no construct. Huh, guess that's good because, I mean, Shadal hasn't really been doing anything. I mean, they can hit Shadal at a different point in time if they really have to because, I don't know, it's just kind of weird really how, like, it's kind of weird already in itself. So as far as limited cards, Sinister Serpent. Yeah, that's no surprise because of the errata, because the card just came out with an errata, so obviously it's at 1 because of the errata. Tour Guide from the Underworld. Tour Guide from the Underworld is limited. Damn, son. I guess this is kind of their way of hitting Burning Abyss without hitting Burning Abyss. Directly, they just hit the tutor of the deck in Tour Guide. Well then, dang, I was actually kind of surprised, but then again, I guess that's kind of what they wanted to do. So, yeah, that's basically how that goes. Oh, look at that. Dragon Ravine. Dragon Ravine's back at 1. All right, Dragoonity players out there, if you're watching this, know that Dragon Ravine is back. Although it's at 1, it's back because the Dragon Rulers are gone. So, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. You get rid of the Dragon Rulers, and all of a sudden, yeah, we can get Dragon Ravine back. And that's how it should have been. So, yeah, I'm happy for you Dragoonity players out there, even though I don't really play it myself or anything like that. Preparation of Rites. Yep, we all knew this was coming because, yeah, Nekroz. Basically, Preparation of Rites was just the nuts in that deck. Now, I know some people are going to be like, why are they hitting all the generic support cards and stuff like that? Well, the thing is, I know they're not going to hit. I don't think they were going to hit. Well, I haven't seen the rest of this list yet, but I'm assuming that none of the Nekroz cards directly were hit. So, in a way, you're kind of hitting the deck. You know, you're kind of hitting the deck, but without hitting the monsters. You're just kind of lowering its consistency just a little bit, you know what I mean? Because that's kind of how it is, I guess. So, kind of sucks for the hero players or anything like that, because I know they run like 3 copies and stuff. But, I guess the good thing is, from what I'm looking at, Manju of the 10,000 hands, or, well, actually, I don't know about Senju, but Manju isn't hit from the looks of it. But, anyways, we're going to keep looking. Sacrifice. So, yeah, they hit Sacrifice. That's actually pretty interesting because Sacrifice is a card that, like, I always think of Sacrifice as, like, one of the most silly equipped cards in the entire game. And I'm not even talking about, like, oh, it's as broken as, like, Snatch Steal is or something like that. But I'm talking about the point of, like, how many effects the card has that are just so damn good. Like, you give 300 attack, which is decent. It's respectable because the archetype has decent beaters already. Even when you normal summon them without tributing, or if you special summon them, they can't be destroyed by battle. What? Then, obviously, if it goes to the graveyard, you can add a Klee monster from your deck to your hand. What? And it can be treated as 2, it can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a Klee monster. And I'm just like, what? Yeah. It does a lot. So, yeah, that's basically how it goes because, I mean, it's just kind of a very weird case, don't you think? So, yeah. Well, it's not weird, but it's just interesting. And Symbol of Heritage is limited. Well, you know what this means? If it means what I think it means, then this is justified. If a certain card is at 3 on this list, and I'm going to guess that it is, this hit is perfectly fine. Like, this is fine. Like, I don't want 3 of this card and 3 of that other card, which you may or may not know what it is. But if it is what I think it is, then this card being at 1 is perfectly okay. I approve. Temple of the Kings, again, because of the errata. Crush Card Virus, again, because of the errata. Exchange of the Spirit, again, because of the errata. Ring of Destruction, again, because of the errata. Skill Drain. Skill Drain is now limited to 1. Dang, they actually limited it. I was actually kind of surprised at this, actually, because I know a lot of people were kind of complaining about Skill Drain, but I didn't think they were actually going to do it. Mainly because Skill Drain's only used in like maybe a couple of decks, like Yang Zing if they choose to run it. We know Klee runs that card. Darkwood can sometimes run it. Sometimes Darkwood would run it, and Malefics can run it. But yeah, I think it's mainly because of Klee 4 and stuff like that, because they're like, not only can they abuse like Skill Drain, but they have effects that activate when tributed or stuff like that. So they didn't give a shit about it half the time. It never hindered them. Even in the mirror match, I guess. Vanity's Emptiness. Vanity's Emptiness is limited as well. This was a hit in the OCG's ban list as well. So, yeah, the OCG and TCG list both hit Vanity's Emptiness to 1. Now, I was kind of on the fence about Vanity's Emptiness. Now, I did say verbatim that I do not think Vanity's Emptiness should be banned. Like, I don't think it should be banned. It's not like Royal Oppression to where, you know, at least with Vanity's Emptiness, as annoying as it is, it at least self-destructs. Royal Oppression did not. So, for like, if people were like, ban Vanity's Emptiness, I'd just be like, why? Like, it has no reason to be banned. I mean, to 1, I could see it. But otherwise, I just don't think it should be banned. And that's it for the limits. So, yeah, actually, some of the hits are very similar. Now, Tour Guide is definitely something I didn't expect. Rabine's back, so that's cool. So, yeah, Dragoonity players, rejoice. Now, I know some of you guys might be like, well, why not 3? It's like, just wait. Maybe they'll put it to 2 later, but not now. They don't want to go jump the gun and put it back to 3 or anything like that. Just because you banned the Dragon Rulers. Cleavord Scout. Cleavord Scout is at 2. The OCG also hit Cleavord Scout to 2, so that's interesting. So, yeah, Cleavord Scout is hit to 2. It hurts them a little bit, but, you know, not a whole lot. But it does mean, like, if you MST both of their scouts, then that's it, right? Well, there is a card called Climate Change, which I think Cleavord players might have to start teching sooner or later, and I certainly would if I was one of them. Nekroz of Brownic is at 2. Wow, they actually did hit the Nekroz. They hit Nekroz of Brownic to 2. The OCG hit Nekroz of Brownic to 1, but they hit, here it's Nekroz of Brio to 2. So I guess they did hit Nekroz directly. They hit one of the ritual monsters. Oh, and Legendary 6 Samurai Shi-En is at 2. Well, 6 Samurai players, rejoice, because you now have 2 Legendary 6 Samurai Shi-En. To the dismay of many other players who hated dealing with 6 Samurai back in the day, it is very interesting. And I guess it's nice that, you know, you get another Shi-En to play with. Will it make them like a tier 1 deck? That remains to be seen. But we'll find out when the new format begins. What? Charge of the Light Brigade? Guys. Like, hold on. Give me a moment. I need to, like, just wiping my eyes there. Yeah, Charge of the Light Brigade's at 2. Wow, I never thought I would see the day that Charge of the Light Brigade would be at 2. Now and hold on, I'll be right back in just a moment, so give me just a moment. And we're back. Where was I? Oh yeah, Charge of the Light Brigade. I honestly never expected Charge of the Light Brigade to go to 2. Heck, I mean, I thought the OCG would probably do that first, but no, it's still at 1 over there, I think. This is going to be very interesting. Now, personally, I don't like this, but I suppose that, maybe it won't make that much of a difference, but I kind of don't. Like, the thing with Charge of the Light Brigade, and this is the only reason that I think I wouldn't have liked it in the first place, is the fact that not only is it a searcher, but you mill 3 cards off the top of your deck. So you could potentially be even more of a luck sack with a deck like Lightsworn. But I suppose at the same time, maybe it's not that big of a deal. We will see. But for now, I don't know how I feel about Charge of the Light Brigade. It might be interesting, but it's definitely something I did not expect to ever happen. So, yay, that's a first. Now we have Sacred Sword of 7 stars. Because the Dragon Rulers are banned. So, yeah, why not? Because now you don't have the Dragon Rulers to abuse that with. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. And now for the Unlimits. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit. Yeah, that's perfectly fine with me. I mean, they haven't done anything. And with only one rekindling, I mean, it's not like they're gonna do all that much. Then they have Burner, Dragon Ruler Sparks, Gladiator Beast Bestiari. Hey, Gladiator Beast players, rejoice, because Gladiator Beast Bestiari is at 3 at long last. After how many years now? It's at 3. Konami has listened to your cries. They heard your prayers. They heard you, and now Bestiari is at 3. Will it make the deck like tier 1 or anything again? Who knows? But at least you guys can play 3 Bestiari again. Gorz, the Emissary of Darkness, is at 3. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Lightning is back, obviously. Lone Fire Blossom. Yep. I actually just went in. Now, a couple days ago, I went and got myself a 3rd copy of Lone Fire just in case of this. And yeah, I was right. Lone Fire is at 3 again. And because Similar Heritage is at 1, which is perfectly fine by me, then Reacting in Stream, so all the baby Dragon Rulers are bad because without the big Dragon Rulers, their effects are basically useless. Goyo Guardian. Yeah, Goyo Guardian's at 3 again. Well, I mean, when was the last time Goyo was at 3? That was a long time ago, I bet. Before it got limited or banned even. But yeah, Goyo's at 3. Wow, that's kind of crazy. And Hieratic Seal of Convocation is at 3. Again, seriously, this card has gone from like 3 to 2 to 3 to 2. It's gone all over the place. Now, Hieratic Seal of Convocation is at 3. Now, Hieratics can have all their 3 Rota-like cards back. So, with that being said, yeah, this is the list, and wow, that's kind of insane, really. Like, just a quick recap, just because I like to recap. So, all the Dragon Rulers, all the big Dragon Rulers are banned, and then all the baby Dragon Rulers are at 3. So, yeah, that surprised the hell out of me, though, because I thought they were going to wait till the next format to do that. Because the OCG banned that list because, well, they've had Dark Matter for a while and we hadn't yet. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Snatch Seal's rebanned again. No surprise there. I mean, you saw what the card did. And then we have Sinister Serpent and all the errata cards like Ring of Destruction back at 1 because the errata and stuff like that. Dragon remains bad because the Dragon Rulers are banned. Tour Guide is limited, which definitely surprised me. But yeah, that's a thing. And obviously, Skill Drain and Vanity's Emptiness. I mean, people were complaining about these cards all the time. Well, especially Vanity's Emptiness. But yeah, it freaking happened. Scouts at 2, Rio's at 2. They actually hit Nekroz. Oh, and they hit Preparation of Rites, just like the OCG had done. But yeah, anyways. Legendary 600. Shien, Charge. Again, it's kind of crazy. Sacred Sword, because Dragon Rulers are gone, and then here's all this stuff. Bestiari's back, woohoo! Now, I don't really play Glads, but it's cool that we get 3 Bestiari again, because I know people are always asking, like, why the heck has it been at 1 for all this time? But I didn't expect them to put it right to 3. In fact, I almost thought if they put it back, it would probably be to 2 or something, and then the 3. But nope, 3 Bestiari, 3 Gorz, 3 Lone Fire. I'm personally happy about that, and I will definitely play with the 3 Lone Fire. So yeah, expect an updated Talea Plants deck profile, because now that I know that there's 3 Lone Fire, I can do an update profile. especially because the Premium Gold Return of the Bling is out. I can do an updated deck profile. So yeah, that's a thing. And then Hierarchical Convocation, I guess that's fine because Dragon Rulers are banned. So yeah, I know the Dragon Rulers are gonna. Like, I know some people love the Dragon Rulers as like elemental support, and don't get me wrong, I did too, but in general, I just think they're just among some of the most poorly designed cards in the game. I mean, elemental support or not, I mean, this shit was just out of hand. And with number 95 being a thing, I guess TCG Konami just wanted to not let the same thing happen that the OCG had to suffer through. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I mean, this is kind of crazy stuff. So yeah, whenever this is uploaded, you can kind of, leave your thoughts on it and expect more videos from me soon. But yeah, peace out, guys.